Get ready for Southern Jaguar football. Back on the Bluff, a Jaguar Nation football preseason special.
Southern fans, it's that time of year. Kickoff is just around the corner. I'm Brendan Fairbairn. Happy to be joined by Reggie Flood. Reggie, excited for the season?
Oh, man, I am excited and ready to go. Let's get it started.
Just like every year, though, there's so much that leads up to the season opener. Reggie and I will break down everything you need to know. Reggie, let's kick it off with an off-season recap. A lot happened for the Southern over the off-season. I think it's fair to say that Graves set the foundation on the Bluff, entering his second year as the head man. Also, he returns as offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator. But there's also a lot of outside hype surrounding this team. Picked to finish on top of the SWAC West for the second straight year, and also earned the most first-place votes, even over Jackson State. Reggie, you feel like these big expectations are warranted?
Whether they're warranted or not, they have them. So the Jaguars are going to have to face that. This is the second year of the Graves edition of the Southern University Jaguars. And like you said, while there have been a lot of changes in coaching staff, Coach Fred McNair takes over as a quarterbacks coach. He's a veteran guy, and he's used to coaching quarterbacks. He coached tight ends last year for Southern. Now he's moving to the QB position. Possibly a new starting quarterback. They hit the transfer portal hard, and now we're going to see what is it going to be like on the Bluff as they kick off this season.
Yeah, speaking of change, let's go to see what the Jags lost over the offseason. Well, they're missing their top three producing backs. You know, Kobe Dillon, Kendrick Rhymes, C.J. Russell. That's kind of hard. That's three big holes to fill. And they lost their leader on defense, Derek Williams. And, of course, on the D-line, you miss the big man, Willie Miles and Davin Cotton. And that's you lose a lot of experience there. And you got to mention, of course, losing Willie Totten. Of course, you got Fred McNair and Joshua Griffin. Reggie, who do you think was the most noticeable loss?
Well, Derek Williams, of course, losing him at middle linebacker. He was the guy who put everybody in place on defense. He was the captain of that defense. Losing him is a major loss, but they have some great guys who are looking to replace him, some guys who have some experience. Of course, when you lose all of your backfield like that, you're looking to replace them. You're looking to replace that production. I think they've done a good job in the transfer portal and in recruiting and bringing some guys in who can do that. And as long as you have a solid offensive line, which I'm sure we'll get to later, the Jaguars return 4 of the 5 starters on offense and some guys with a lot of experience on that offensive line. So that'll help. Keep them going while they get situated with the running back situation. But they've done pretty good bringing some guys in at running back.
Yeah, honestly, I'll say I think they're better off at running back this year. No disrespect to Kendrick Rhymes, Kobe Dillon, but look who they brought in. They brought in Trey Holly.
Yes.
They brought in Mike from Jacksonville State, the transfer. They brought in Prince Kahee from Louisiana Tech. Yes. I think this team is going to be very dangerous in the running game. Of course, you got Vincent Sullivan now, yes, returning at middle linebacker. Kelby Givens, Darren Morris at wide receiver. Who's the most notable addition to this Jaguar team, or even the returner?
Well, of course, it's Kelby Givens. Mm-hmm. I mean, it starts with Kelby Givens. This guy is an All-American, a potential award-winning player. He was a player of the year last year, defensive player of the year in HBCU football. So this guy is a potential NFL player. So it starts with Kelby Givens. But like you said, Vincent Page, now Vincent Sullivan comes back. He's going to be the guy who's going to be calling that defense. He's a veteran guy. He knows what he's doing. They have high expectations for him. He's probably going to have some guys who are young starting beside him, but also on the defensive line. Who's going to be that guy opposite of Kelby Givens? Who's going to be that guy at tackle who benefits from Kelby getting those double teams? Like last year we saw Frank Harry, we saw him benefit from him. And this year there's going to have to be somebody who steps up and who benefits. You talked about Willie Miles. Mm-hmm. Willie Miles got a lot of one-on-one because of Kelby Givens, and that allowed the big man to make some plays. So whoever that guy is who's going to step up, it's unknown now, but when they find out, they're going to have to gel and come together, and they're going to have to make plays, somebody other than Kelby Givens and perhaps somebody other than Vincent Sullivan.